Oh, that's right. I didn't have an intro song.
Boom,
So,
boom, 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 boom. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
yeah, we're here. And intro. Welcome. If you were here for those like 10 seconds before we played the intro music
You're
here,
welcome.
I was in the wrong section of the media assets, so I didn't get the theme music for mine, and I kind of messed that up. So that's on me. But
And then I saved the day and absolutely killed it.
yes, and as Michael says, he is just got back from the game in time for KitSZN. That is called proper dedication, because we got a fun one for you specifically, Michael. Tonight, we're rating both Lexington's Super League kits tonight.
Yeah, this is a Michael special. I'm going to change the name.
Yeah, it's a Michael special. So, yeah, and also here tonight because on last week, chaotic travel time for me. So I wasn't able to do the show last week. And as a result, we did have a little bit more time to do the what was it called?
Giveaway.
Yeah, the giveaway here.
Valley.
Yep, from Sioux Falls City. Yeah, from Sioux Falls City FC and their Pathways kit. And we will be doing that giveaway as well at the end of tonight's episode. So, but before we get started, as we always do on KitSZN, have to give a lovely shout out to our friends, our lovely patrons. So, and let's go. So, I want to give a quick shout out to our friend John Hunt, Frank Anthony, Christopher Cohn, Harry Austin, John Fuller, Michael Flutes, Joshua Duder, Noah Telford, Alberto Aguilar, Jeremy Churchman, Stephen Howard, Ryan Lacara, Tim Knox, NF Reg 30, MOS, Kunal Patel, all of the Hedgehog, Andrew Towsley, Mad Cat Peel, and Ryan Smetzler. And as always, thank you to Goals.tv for some exclusive USL content. So, yeah. Shall we dive right into the Lexington special on tonight's episode and part one of our Super League review, continuing into next week, because not every team released kits, or if you're DC Power, you don't know until they're actually wearing it and they never announce it. So,
they actually don't have kits.
They actually don't. They just exist as a team, I guess.
Just go to the same store real quick, buy the same kit, and
right
as a team,
right, and they're going to like an outlet store, so they're getting the cheap prices.
Right. We'll just stop by the Adidas outlet real quick. Hope for the best.
Hope for the best. All right. So, but speaking of one of the best kits of the USL Super League this year, the Danebridge USL Super League this year. This is a new sponsorship.
Sponsored.
We're going to start off with Lexington's as what I have dubbed the Wavy Green Kit. And if we need to change that name, we can. But the Wavy Green Kit from Lexington SC. And this kit, honestly, I just put it out there straight up. First word, it's green. I don't care what superstitions you have from the men's side. The women have different kits than the men's side. That's a whole different thing. We've talked about that a little bit in the past. They actually embrace the green, and I'm happy that they embrace the green. And that's the first thing I want to say about this kit.
That's all I want to say about it.
That's all you're going to say?
That's it. They're in green. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And it's cool. I like how they, as I say, they're doing with the photos in it.
The Rolling Hills.
Yeah, it's the Rolling Hills of Kentucky, man. Like,
I'm gonna change that to this is now the Rolling Hills kit. So I honestly didn't know what it was. I made this like last week. So
yeah, it's been a while since, and I'm changing it on my thing.
Oh yeah. So yeah, so this is the Rolling Hills kit. So thank you, Michael, for that. I almost thought it had to do with the reeds out there, but honestly, I was wrong, and I didn't take too much time to look into it. So this is semi-quasi your team thoughts. If you want to do a little bit more about your review and kind of your thoughts before, then dive into your score.
So, I mean, this is what Lexington, I feel like, has been looking for. At least this is what we've been looking for Lexington. It has a cool design. It's interesting. It's still simple enough to where a normal fan will want to pick this up.
Yes.
And not the crazy collectors like you and me, but it's still fun enough for the collectors. I feel like it's a perfect middle. It's simple and fun at the same time.
Yep.
And I feel like they're still going out of their way to try to represent Kentucky. That's what Lexington has always done. And I feel like they always try to do it more than just with, here's a kit, now market it. They try to think about what they want to represent as a team, and they produce it. So I'm very happy with this kit. Now, I still like black with the green accents. I hope they never stop doing that. But
third kit, though, please. I'm just saying, like to your point, I like that look, but please, for the love that's all things, that is like, have your main colors be your main kit, and let the black and green be a third kit, please. That's all I ask. I'm a simple man, please.
Michael, with the behind the scenes. He said for the pics, they just that is just the overground field at the stadium / training field.
Okay.
It's kind of heartbreaking. I mean, I guess it's easy. Like, hey, let's go over here, take this photo, instead of going through. But isn't an owner like a horse trainer owner situation?
I know nothing.
So I feel like
I know nothing.
Could have went to their facilities or whatever. Because those fields are usually beautiful and lush because horses.
Do you know what it was? Do you know what I bet happened with this photo? Which is why it's where it is. It was probably done like right before a practice. And they're like, hey, got some new kits. Before you get hot and sweaty, come take some photos with us. And then go to practice.
It's like, and media day done.
Yep. That's kind of what I'm thinking happened. But regardless of the behind-the-scenes stuff here that Michael will fill us in here or whatever more he wants to tell us, thoughts. What are your thoughts on this Rolling Hills kit?
All right. Moved too far. There we go. Design and aesthetics. I said it was before. This is very visually pleasing to me. It's a little simple for some of the extra aspects, but I still love what I'm seeing. Authenticity and tradition, boom, 5. This is exactly what we want from Lexington. It's representing Kentucky. It's representing Lexington. It's representing the team. It's green. Beautiful. Execution and visual details, I give a 4. I really like everything that I see here. I love you said the wavies. I like the rolling hills. The lush grass of Kentucky. This could be the bluegrass kit, whatever you want to call it. But I love this as it is. The only thing that I had to knock it down a little bit was innovation and impact. It is just a patterned design. So is it that innovative? Like, I've seen waves before. We'll probably see waves at another time. I mean, Louisville away is waves. It's a Puma template, but still wavy. So I can only give it a 1. So overall, it's a 3.5. And I know that score doesn't feel like it, but I do love this kit.
Yeah, and I enjoyed it a little bit more than you did. I wasn't quite as harsh with some of the innovation and impact. I think that's one of the main differences between us. So I did give it a 4 for design aesthetics. It's aesthetically pleasing. Again, I am very happy with how the green is. That green, the two different, the tonal greens really. Actually, I think there's almost like 3 greens in this, depending on the material. It looks like almost 2 to 3 different greens being used, and it just looks really good. The colors, it's almost like that gradient of like that base green, and then kind of just a few gradients off of that to have a darker shade and then even lighter shade of it to kind of make that wave pattern. That looks really good. And I think this fits in based off that photo, kind of what Lexington and Kentucky is with that rolling hills. I might have called it wavy green, but rolling hills is a way better description that you kind of find there in Kentucky. It's on the foothills of the Appalachians, so you kind of see a lot more of those rolling hills that you don't quite see in Indiana.
It's definitely something I miss about driving through Kentucky, especially when I was going from Louisville to Richmond in college. Yeah. It was like the best drive in the world.
It's all the hills.
Yeah. Like you're just going through, like once you get to like right before Lexington, it's all like horse country. You just see the rolling green hills.
That's what I'm saying.
Horses running through.
So
it's an inspirational country song right there.
Which is partly why that kind of idea of those rolling hills kind of being intrinsic to Kentucky as a whole, and especially to Lexington. I give it a 5. I think this is sitting true to who they are and to what they represent, and I am very happy. And for the love of God, it's green. So it's 5 there for me. Visual details, I did like the wavy pattern. I think it is really good. And it's not just a simple pattern, so something that you kind of see it. And the more you look at it, you kind of appreciate it. You know, it's albeit a little simple and maybe a little bit hard to comprehend what it is at the same time. But I do like the overall look of it, especially with the whatever. I like the overall look. So I give it a solid 4 for the for visual details and execution. Innovation impact, I wasn't as harsh because no, it is very different from Louisville City's waves. Theirs is a very simple template that's done at the bottom that I've seen from South Georgia Tormenta, and they had the same exact kit. But this one, they put in the effort. It may not be super innovative in terms of something that's groundbreaking, but it is something that's a different, refreshing take a little bit. And they tried something, and I gave them props for that. And it being green, and a lot of clamor happens. To give it a solid 3 from my perspective. So for me, it's an overall 4. And as Aaron says, only need some bourbon to complete the picture. Honestly, like, I just think Lexington should just always include bourbon, like just like a glass of bourbon somewhere in all of their promos, just because they can. Like
literally, she's like holding the flag behind her in her other hand.
Yeah.
Bourbon.
Yeah, and it's kind of like Charleston, who just has that, that big ass cannon that they had a few years ago in their one promo photo because they're a battery. Give them some bourbon, go for it. So, and same goes with Louisville.
I'll get
apparently, I don't have a photo. I don't have a photo of that here, but on the inside collar, on the inside of the collar, it says "Nature runs free." That tracks for kind of this motif that they've been kind of going for, the rolling hills. So, with my 4, 5 is 3.5. Do the math. It's a solid 3.75 overall for Super League. And honestly, before we go down a little bit further, the Super League was kind of disappointing this year in terms of kits. I know they were last year a little bit. They were a little simple because they're just starting out, so I'm not expecting something big and flashy from them. But it's overall kind of disappointing from the Super League, from their kit game. I think they played it quite safe and did good kits, but not like exceptional kits that we've come to see. Yeah. So, which is why this is a 3.75. And with that price, and with the price being $89.99, you did a solid kit value of a 41.67. So with that, if you like green kits, probably want to get it. If you're from Lexington or even have a desire to like Lexington, the team, I definitely suggest picking this one up in terms of the kit value perspective. So this is a really solid kit. This man likes it, and honestly, I just want to see green against purple, Lexington, Louisville, but that won't happen because Lexington isn't wearing green. So, any final thoughts from you, Fox, before we move on to their away kit?
We've had racing play against Lexington, so we could have a purple lavender versus green. That's usually they're so friendly that they play, but I agree.
Yeah.
I still love that Louisville teased having a red jersey.
Yeah.
So then it would be red versus blue.
Very random for a purple team versus the green team. But what are you going to do? Kentucky, y'all. Anyways, so I'm going to move on to our next kit here. One that I have dubbed the the groovy camo kit. Does it gives me almost what's lava lamp vibes, but purple and camo kind of mixed in. So this is the Lexington SC's groovy camo kit for 2025-2026. And okay, as much as I loved Lexington for being that green, from a personal perspective, outside, irregardless of the scoring, I like this one better. Now, the other one scores better because of what it actually meant, the green, all that jazz. But I like that they went out and had some fun colors for this one, with the purple, the pink, and almost a bit of a blue in there. Kind of just really had some fun there and went kind of groovy with the vibes a bit.
It's definitely a Kentucky skyline. Sunset?
I don't know. See, and if it is a sunset, please, someone tell me how it's a sunset. Michael says it's a sunset. Yeah.
Have you never seen purple clouds before?
Yeah, but okay. So here's my thing with sunset kits. Everybody has beautiful sunsets. Every state says theirs is the best sunsets in the country. We all get the same sunsets. Every state has the same sunsets. So if you're going to have a sunset kit, tell us it's a sunset kit. This one, at least from what I was able to pick up, didn't call it that. And it looks more, and that's why I'm calling it groovy camo, because it looks more like camo than it does clouds of a sunset. So that's just a me thing. Also, we all have sunsets. So it's a bit of a me tangent there. I always see people say, oh, Indiana has the best sunsets. Yeah, I didn't find the same sunset in Minnesota or Wisconsin. What's your point? Anyways, rant over. Thoughts on the kit?
It's a cool kit. It's a little bit of the printed cheesiness that we talk about with Carolina, but not as bad.
Yes.
It's not Carolina bad. But yes. I actually really like this. I think this is more aesthetically pleasing. Like I said, I went to pick up the green one because it's green and because it's really a Lexington home kit.
Yes.
But this one I would want to pick up as a collector.
Yes.
Because it's more fun and it's cooler to me.
Yes. And I think that's what actually hurts this kit. But I think we've talked about this in the past. Home kits, when they do the simple things right, they get praised and they get rated better because of what they mean and represent. Just generally, they're sticking to a tradition, right? And away kits, as we've talked about, they just need a color that doesn't clash with theirs, and they kind of just have a little bit of fun with it, but you don't know, especially in this case, I didn't know what this was representing. And just a fun, cool design. So it loses some of that tradition and it loses some of the other fun stuff that comes with it that you can get with a home kit when you're trying to pay an homage or something. And then the third kit just best of both worlds, and that's why third kits are usually the best. I think that this is one of those victims, in my opinion.
Yep.
So, let's see. So, look this up. So, Fox, do your score. I'm going to do some digging here.
Where sky turns to art is on the necklace. I am surprised they don't have better pictures of that though. Like they have all these cool taglines on their colors. They're not marketing it well.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you don't have some cool
We're
last
on the
photos,
website, but it should be
gotta
like
do-
on all of them. Design and aesthetics, boom, 5. I love it. This is really cool looking. I like Hummel's collars that they do. I know it's not a collar, but I like Hummel's collars.
yeah.
Yeah, I like what Aaron said, how this guy like wraps around the crest. It's nice. Authenticity and tradition. What you're saying, I have to give it a 2. I think it's beautiful. I love the purple clouds in the sky, but also I don't disagree with you because I love the purple clouds in the sky when it's sunsetting. Here in Missouri too. I just don't want to agree with you.
Hey, I'll admit it. I'm a grumpy ass old man. So when it comes to things, and that just is what it is. That's kind of my job now at this point, to be a grumpy old man. Just as Michael notes, does remind him a bit of a Ford Madison kit because of the colors. Sorry, Madison is just like Tate to know those colors, but carry on.
Visual details and execution, I gave a 4. I feel like they did a really good job with this. And I feel like it's that good middle spot to where like I think it's purple clouds and stuff, but like you said, it could be interpreted otherwise, which makes it fun and creative. And I feel like executing it that way was perfect. And I think it was on purpose. Like I don't think it was like, oh, what is it? I can't exactly tell. Like I think that like we're gonna make cool, interesting clouds.
Right.
But in the vision impact, I give a little bit more, but like you said, we've seen sunset kits. I've seen stuff like this, and I don't know if we're going to be talking about this in a few years or even next year. Like, I think they're going to come up with something new and hopefully better, and then we'll forget about this real quick. So that was a 2. So a little bit better actually than the green one because they were a little bit more creative, a little bit more innovative with it. But yep. So that got a 3.25.
So, all right. So I'm going to do something, Fox, and I found a video. I found also on the pre-release of the home kit, a little 30-second clip. I didn't do enough research on this, so I usually like to have videos. I didn't dig hard enough. So I usually link the videos into our collection just so I have them. I didn't do that. So quick little detour. We're actually going to watch a quick little 30-second video of the away kit.
Hey, look at that skyline. Or,
yeah, I know. Just watch it. Okay, so straight up, my first thing is I'm confused on what's their like main marketing message here. Because they said the cloud thing, and then they had like almost like an '80s groove to it
for the photo booth. The groovy music in the background.
Yeah, it was almost like a groovy sunset kit. You know what? I'm gonna call that the groovy sunset kit.
Sunset kit. There we go.
I'm combining both of their ideas for this kit because they gave me groovy vibes. And that video gave me groovy vibes. And then it's also like, oh yeah, it's also a sunset kit. So.
I have to keep changing my stuff.
Blame it on me. Blame it on me.
Set.
Okay, where is it over here? Okay, yeah, there it is. Booyah.
Oh, I have to change the wavy kit green too. What was the wavy kit?
The Rolling Hills.
Rolling.
My goodness. So yeah, that explains so much. See, and now this is some perspective here from Aaron. I don't see those pink purple sunsets often. I'm on the California coast, so ours are usually orange and blue. when it's not actually overcast gray. So, okay, so maybe there is some truth to maybe Midwestern sunsets being different. I don't say better, but different. I always leave that up to opinion. Being different than other areas because of what we have compared to others areas in terms of cloud coverage and climate and all that weird jazz. So,
but like we talked about, like with the Carolina Ascent, like all of their jerseys are always some sort of sunset. It's ascending, I guess. It's supposed to be ascending. That's
yeah,
descending, because I feel like sunsets are typically more of the purple.
right.
Maybe I'm just 100% wrong. I just feel
Or
like
maybe just, we're just so used to our sunsets, we can't think of a different sunset.
Yeah. But I was saying, like, on this coast, we get more of those purplish, because Carolina's also usually those orange and then the purples on their jerseys, which we will be talking about later.
We will, but for my take on this kit here, very simply, kind of like Fox, I guess a 5 for aesthetic. I love this purple, pink, and the blues. I think that looks really fun. One of the things that I enjoyed from a kit collection, I'm going to be straight honest, I am a very simple, kind of boring person when it comes to overall aesthetic and dressing. So I try to like my kits to do the funness for me because my personality is sometimes not that. So I like my kits to be fun and different. This is a fun and different color palette that you don't normally see out every day. So I love that and it looks good. It's a 5 for me. It's authenticity and tradition. I still give it a 2. I'm sticking with my idea that this isn't something that's. If you look at this kit and it says the Sunset kit, it's specifically Lexington. Because we saw Ann Arbor release the Sunset kit, we see Carolina release the Sunset kit, we've seen countless teams release the Sunset kit. We all got beautiful sunsets. So I give it a 2 there.
But Kentucky's is better. Haha.
Yeah, see, and then here, even San Diego Loyal had a good California sunset vibe. They did. I remember that. Yes.
Their badge was that way.
Yes. So, like, sunsets aren't inherent to a specific region. I like when teams use it because it is quite good looking, but I can't give them too many points. But I will agree with Michael. We all have beautiful sunsets except Ohio. I can full-heartedly agree. I can't say the full phrase, but yes, I will agree with you there. So when it comes to visual details and execution, now compared this one with the home kit, I just think there is an overall lack of details. I think with the home kit, I'm okay. I like the wave pattern. I think it looks really good. This one, the clouds, it's a fun pattern. I do like the color shading and the different colors. It does look really good, but there isn't that same artisticness to it like the waves did. So I give it a 3 here because there's less like creativity with the design. It's more of a creativity of like a cool background. But it still looks good. It did well, so it gave me a 3. And the innovation and impact, well, I liked what the impact and the amount of people who talked about this kit. It wasn't something super innovative. We've seen camouflage, because that's what I first thought it was. We've also seen sunset kits, and they're all been a little different, but the vibes have kind of been the same, and this is just kind of like that. So it's a solid 3 from me. So overall, it's a 3.25. With Fox's 3.25, it's a 3.25. And with this, again, being retailed at $89.99, this does get a little bit of a lower kit value score of a 36.12. In saying that, I want to say this. If you're a collector, I would lean towards this one. If you're someone who is pinching pennies, especially if you're a Lexington fan, I would personally go for the green kit. Now, this kit is my visual favorite. It's just not better overall compared to the Rolling Hills kits. So,
And speaking of Lexington, though, I know it's not what we're talking about, but I was just looking at the icicle kit, and literally you can only buy smalls.
That one's gone. Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you get yours, I guess, if you're a small. But the USL 2 authentic jerseys, yeah, those are nice. They're still in.
Those ones I actually like a lot too.
The black and greens. Just talking about that.
They will be on our internal. We will release our ratings on those. So enough Lexington. We're already halfway in, and we still have 3 more kits to do, and we're half an hour in. So this has been the Lexington SC Groovy Sunset Kit 2025, 2026. I like the colors, love the vibes. I like both kits. Good stuff. Lexington.
Yeah.
Right now, probably the classiest
super. Would you say that they're super?
Hey, well, they're the supers of this of their fellow league members, so a bit of a stretch there. All right, so Fat had already talked about our Carolina Ascent, and let's see if they can also do a sunset kit in this case, and see if they can do it a little bit differently, but we'll see. So up next is the Carolina Ascent and their Coastal 2.0 kit for 2025-2026. So for this one, we see it right up here. We see it's a sunset, and this sunset is particular of Myrtle Beach. Now, one of the things that is, I think, from a few of us are somewhat confused always with the Carolina Ascent. You don't know which Carolina they're talking about. And yes, there are, like the Carolina Panthers who play in Charlotte, North Carolina, but they kind of represent both. But you never think of South Carolina. You always think of North Carolina, think of Carolina Panthers. And in this case, it's kind of that same moniker. They're trying to combine both Carolinas into their name and trying to draw inspiration from both. But yet they play in North Carolina, and yet they're talking about South Carolina. So that always feels a little weird to me. Personally speaking, I think we talked about this in the past when it comes to name monikers. Regional names are a little weird, in my opinion, and it makes it hard to regionalize your kits and really do something that's local to a region that is technically 2 different states.
Right.
Instead of just saying, hey, I'm Indianapolis, like the Indy 11. You're Indianapolis. Hey, I'm Louisville City. I'm representing Louisville. I'm Lexington. I'm representing Lexington and a little bit Kentucky. So, I just want to preface that out there before we get into this kit. Hey, I have some grievances.
You can't say you're an entire 2 states.
Right.
Choose an area, bro. That's not a huge fan of when teams are New England either.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Like, say you're Boston, say you're New York. New England's not a place.
No, it's not. And it's, just say Boston. They all mean Boston. Anytime they say New England, they mean Boston. Just say it.
Right.
Or like Bay FC. Sorry, a little dig at NWSL. Bay FC. They play in San Jose, but they claim San Francisco. Okay.
Be San Jose.
Yeah, just be San Jose. Own it. So
you're not the Bay, you're a Bay at this point.
Right. So I'm going to dive right into the score. So for this one, listen, you see my score right down below. I don't like this kit. And I'll tell you why. So while the colors are beautiful and all that such, if you've listened to what we've done in the past, one of my biggest gripes with kits that are like this style, it's that they took a photograph and just inserted it onto a kit. I don't like that. I think that is lazy design-wise, and I think it comes across choppy. We've seen it in the past from Peoria City a few years ago when they put their skyline on the top. We'll get to it whenever we did to the Westchester third kit coming up. We talked about this with I think it was Omaha and their third kit. And we also did it on Carolina's the home kit. I can't remember the name of it already, but their home kit. I don't like that aesthetic. It looks terrible, and I have so many problems with it. Like, it's a beautiful photo, and I think our friend Austin said it once. Sometimes a good graphic design does not make a good kit design, and I think that is a great example of what this is. So,
yeah, honestly, I feel like if it's a graphic design, it should almost be more like a pattern of some sort,
yes,
and less of a full like mural.
Yes. Because like what we're rating is the overall design of the kit, not the design of the graphic. And I think if the graphic does too much work, you take away from actual kit designing, like what we've seen in years past with Loudon, with the pinwheel. That was clever. That's a design. That's a clever design. Or the tilt kit from Madison we reviewed a few weeks back. That's a design. That's an aesthetic. This is just a photo. So with that, obviously it's a 2. Yes, it still looks pretty colors, so I can't give it too harsh for aesthetic. It's pretty colors. I like the purples. It's a 2 for there from me. Authenticity and tradition, as I said, yes, they're talking about Myrtle Beach, which is technically in their name, captured area in South Carolina for the Carolina scent. But come on. It's not local to you. So it's a 2. And also, not to be that guy, but I doubt there's going to be South Carolina people who are going to your games if you're in North Carolina. Like, if you're going to be North Carolina, you're more likely going to pull in from Charlotte. I believe they're in Charlotte, right? That's where they play.
I don't know.
I think it's Charlotte. So, I don't think they're going to be pulling in people from Myrtle Beach. They might pull people who travel to Myrtle Beach from North Carolina, but not people from Myrtle Beach. Anyway, so 2 there for me. And as I said, I hate this aesthetic and I hate the visual details institution on this. So it's a 1 for me. And it's a 1 for innovation impact. It's lazy to me. So a very harsh 1 point. Ooh, I did that wrong on my score sheet. 1.5 from me.
Yeah, I'm not too far off from you. Design aesthetics, like I gave it 3. I'll be honest. Like I don't think it's hideous. I agree with everything you were saying though. Like I feel like if you're going to do graphic design, it's going to be more of a pattern design.
Yeah.
When you're doing a graphic design and just muraling it across. Is that a word? Is that a verb?
Say it one more time. What was the word?
Muraling.
Muraling. Hey, let's say it is.
Muraling it across this the front of your belly there.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work.
No.
It's just not gonna work.
Yeah.
I like the idea.
Yeah.
And the idea of a Ferris wheel kit.
Hell yeah.
I'm down. Yeah.
Give it to me.
But they did not hit it on the head. Authenticity tradition, I mean, I gave it to because it's around that area.
Is it though?
It's around our area.
Hey, I will say, as Michael notes, they play in Charlotte, same place as the Independence. So as you say that, I'm going to look up the distance between Charlotte, North Carolina, and Myrtle Beach. So
Myrtle Beach. Speaking of Kentucky, if you ever go to a beach, it's either Myrtle Beach or PCB. So fun fact, shout out to all my Myrtle Beach fans. So I feel like this one might get some collection from Kentucky people. Visual details and execution, it's 1. It's just not visual pleasing. It is a screen print T-shirt that you've printed, like you took a photo of your beautiful sunset and like screen printed it on your T-shirt.
Yep.
Did not do well. Innovation and impact. I mean, if it has impact, it's a -1.
Yeah.
So I gave it 1, and like not even like in a fun, creative way.
Yeah. Hey, I will say, I looked it up. It's a 3.5-hour drive from downtown Charlotte to Myrtle Beach. So
I mean,
come on.
It's not exactly the same, but that's like if St. Louis came out with a Louisville Bat jersey. It's
or like me saying I actually have some homage to Chicago. Like I'm in Indianapolis. I'm 3.5 hours from Chicago. Like we're 2 different vibes. Chicago and Indy are so different. So
like,
stop that.
Unless both Carolinas are that connected,
I doubt it.
But you know, according to what I see from college basketball, they do not like each other.
No. In any sport, they don't like each other. So, like, what are they talking about? Carry on.
So what do
There's
y'all?
a reason they're two different states.
Right, yeah. They did not get along at some point.
So, all right. So, Fox, you gave it a total of a little bit better of a 1.75, my 1.5. It's a pretty terrible 1.28, 1.63. I think it might be the second worst kit this year. I think Phoenix outdid them there.
Good for you, Phoenix.
Yeah, good for you, Phoenix. Our wooden
Still
spoon
number
award.
last. Still number last. I don't know how many we've done. It's a lot.
So with this basically being $100 kit, that is just terrible. I'm gonna be straight honest with it from our perspective. It's the kit value of 16 for one. Like, come on. That I wouldn't spend the money on this. I don't care if you're a collector. I would definitely wait on this one for a heavy sale. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, if you're trying to get something different.
That's one way to phrase it.
Different. This is
one way to phrase it.
It's not different. It's not different. There we go. That's it.
It's not different. Yeah.
But yeah, no, you get what you get. You don't throw a fit.
Yep. So that is the Carolina Ascent Coastal 2.0. I would have liked to keep it 1.0 instead. So we're going to be moving on to our next kits. But as we always do here, you know, after a few kits, you know, if you like what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. And also please comment for engagement. Maybe put in your favorite kit. So the description, because why not? You could be from this year or last year. I don't care. We like
you're just your all-time favorite.
Yeah. Engagement. Please. We like it. And follow us on all the socials. Just be like trying to post and do our thing. So moving on to our final two kits of the evening to wrap up part one of our review of Super League.
Super special.
So this one is from our good friends in Diaza, and who have created the Brooklyn FC Streets of Brooklyn kit is what I've dubbed it. And this is the Brooklyn FC Streets of Brooklyn kit. And let's see. So one of the things that, to a lot of people's surprise, brown is one of the colors of Brooklyn. You didn't see it a lot last year. Actually, I don't think you saw it at all last year.
Yeah, they had a little bit, like, it wasn't actually brown, but they had like the beige, which they had the away again this year. And I feel like felt like there was brown in it, but I can't tell you if there was. Right. And I own that jersey.
Yeah. It didn't feel like a brown. But this one, you can definitely see the brown in the light right, which I think it was important to kind of be that brown and limestone. I think is what their colors are. And so I like that aspect. And as our good friends at Diaza, who, you know, talked to us last year when this was their first official kit, first professional team. Let me see. What did he say? Shoot. My gosh. You give your first mark. I'm going to pull it up.
Honestly, I was excited that Brooklyn announced that they're coming out with a new kit, and then they came out with the new kit, and he was like, "Where's the new kit?"
Right.
This is like they took the color off of last year's kits and added a little bit more brown it's not even like so detailed in there.
Yeah.
They had black and they like put brown into the black.
Yeah.
Which is a really, really dark brown. So it's really hard to say that it's there. So overall, like, it's not an ugly kit. I really like this kit a lot. Yeah. But I loved last year's so much better. Because it was the black with the pinstripes and the collar. And I agree with Aaron with the comment, this kind of looks like a Brooklyn Nets kit. I mean, yeah, you're wrong. One thing we were talking about in our Discord, and actually they had an article came out on August 13th But one thing that's cool about what they're doing with these kits, though, is that 9 different local businesses are going to be the front of their sponsors.
Yep.
So the one I posted that we're going to be posting on our socials is the current one. It's Brooklyn's Children's Hospital.
Yes.
Sorry, Brooklyn's Children's Museum. Sorry. Do not send your sick child to there. They cannot help you. They're just a museum. I was wrong. So I think that's really cool that they're connecting the community of Brooklyn.
Yeah.
They're going to announce each sponsor and jersey design in the weeks ahead. I don't know if they've already announced all of them or because that was mid-August and now it's early September. So maybe they've announced them by now, but not 100% sure.
Yeah. Well, all I know is from the people of Diaza there, it's a subtle classic Brooklyn with a marked style that is, well, that was one of their goals with this kit. And I think regardless of the simplification of the kit and the cool sponsorship thing that Fox was talking about, I think they did that here. This is a distinct look that Brooklyn owns now. Like, it may not be the greatest design, but I think they now own this look in North America, right? Especially the brown. The color palette is super unique.
Yeah, it's
they've owned it.
Kind of giving me who does that? And
Sao Pauli?
Yeah, same. Is it St. Pauli, right?
No, it's Sao Pauli. In German, it's Sao Pauli, but it's
okay.
St. Pauli, but Sao Pauli.
But it is Saint.
Yes.
But yes, yeah, like I feel like they're giving those vibes. But I agree. Like this is like if we're talking about American football, American soccer, then I'm thinking Brooklyn.
100%. 100%. And Michael, no, we're not going to be doing a ranking of all of Brooklyn's home kit sponsors
every week. Next 9 weeks.
I barely even care about what teams even have as a sponsor, anyways.
Yeah, that's just like a cool little fact that they do. I don't look at the sponsor unless it's so bad that like it messes up the kit. But right. I try not to pay attention to the sponsor.
Exactly. So yeah, so with that, let's go ahead and dive right into our scores here. And with this one, nope. There it is. So with this one, it is a bit of a simplified kit, but I like the aesthetic. I like the green. So it's a solid 3 for me. I don't know if I fully dig the vibe and the overall aesthetic, but I give it a solid 3. This looks good. I like it. I want to know why these colors a little bit more. It's not something I need to look into. So there isn't anything outside of the color palette that tells me this is Brooklyn FC. So I give it a 3. I wouldn't mind maybe a little bit of the brick detailing, because if you've ever been to Brooklyn, they have a distinct urbanist feel with their brick there in Brooklyn. Kind of been their aesthetic as a city. And that kind of a grit feel, and you can see it in the photos here with the subways in the background. That kind of that rustish feel. That's probably why they went with the brown and limestone. But I want to feel it in the kit. So I'm giving the 3 here just for the color purpose, but I want to see it ingrained into the kit a little bit more. Now for this one, I gave it a 4 for visual details and execution just because of the execution looks really good. I think it's hard to do a brown kit with shades of limestone and the black thrown in, but I think they did really well from the execution perspective of this, that it outpaces the lack of details on this. So like this is a well-designed kit from the kit perspective, but not the design itself. The execution was great. So it's a 4 there for me. The innovation, I gave it a solid 3. I think this is Brooklyn's first brown kit, and I think it's definitely catching some eyes, and especially what they're doing with the sponsorship just adds to it. So it's a solid 3.25 from me.
Yeah. Apparently I liked it a little bit more than you.
A little bit.
But because that last part I was a lot lower. But design and aesthetics, I give it a 4. I really like this aesthetic. I'm a huge pinstripe fan. So that's selling me automatically. Just add a collar, boom, perfect 5.
Right.
Because pinstripes and a collar work every time. I've not seen a pinstripe kit that does not look good with a collar. And they had a collar. They had a perfect kit. In my maybe you could argue simple or boring or something, but they had a beautiful kit with their last seasons.
Right.
Honestly, let's have that conversation. Did the players ask for the collar away? That's a
Maybe.
question that we can ask our friends, because I've heard this and that, but back and forth about players, having them mess with their collars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's a question to have. Authenticity and tradition. I gave a 4 because this look is clearly Brooklyn's.
Yes.
It's the same as last year's. They made it simplified. They made it a little bit browner, but it's clearly Brooklyn's look, like the dark blackish brown pinstripe with the I don't know what it's called, beige detail.
The limestone. That's the official color.
Okay, yeah. So that the limestone coloring, that's Brooklyn. So boom, 4. Visual details and execution, just like you said. Is it simple? Is there too many extra details? No, but everything hits dead on point. They mix the brown and well. The limestone color, there's a nice accented color. Absolutely love it. That's a 4. My only thing that I had to dig into was the innovation and impact. It's hard for me to say something's innovative when they did it last year.
Yes,
they did a better job with like I said, but it's almost a blackish brown. Like, it's hard for me to even say they have a brown kit. Like, it doesn't seem clearly brown to me. It's a blackish brown kit.
Right.
And yeah, so it was a 3-5 for me though. So I still obviously love it.
Yeah, and I think the important thing to take away from this kit is that Brooklyn now owns brown in the U.S. market, and I think that's the important thing to take away here. So, and that's tough to do, to own a color. Do it.
Yeah.
So,
color,
yeah, and this one is priced the cheapest at $85 overall on the market on the sale. So with that, $85 and a score of a 3.38 overall from us, you get a pretty decent 39.701 kit value. This is pretty good pickup. It's worth it, and go for it. So if you want to add a little bit of brown to your collection, I say pick this up, or look at Atlantic Common, because they also like the brown here in the U.S. So, yeah, any final thoughts here, Fox?
No, I mean, I feel like having a Brooklyn kit in your collection is obviously going to be a good choice.
Right.
Yeah, no matter what year it is. And like I said, it looks like last year's. If you could find last year's somewhere for cheaper, maybe grab that one. But
right,
I don't think that's a thing right now.
No. So awesome. So great kit. Love the colors. I love seeing brown being used here by Brooklyn. So that has been the Streets of Brooklyn kit for 2025-2026.
Oh, you can get last year's for $55, but you can only get it in an extra small or a small.
It's not too bad. There's still options.
And they have youth and women's sizes. Options. So if you're a woman size, small, medium, large, and extra large. So
there
actually,
you go.
Extra large and show off my cut a little bit more.
But if you want to show off your cut a little bit more than Fox's suggestion here, I suggest you go with this Spokane Zephyrs kit that we're about to review here, the Lilac City kit, because this one is a purplish pink lilac color, and I think you can really show off yourself this way a little bit more, because what is different about this kit compared to the that was a terrible bridge on my part.
All right.
Yeah. with this kit, one of the things that I think is important to contrast this compared to the Carolina kits is that this better incorporated what they were trying to show. In this case, I think a skyline or a city kit, like the skyline of Spokane, into their kit a little bit better. And it's not just a photographed. This is a simplified version of their skyline. And I think that adds to the overall design, and it aesthetically looks better and it looks cleaner from a design perspective. I just want to point that out because I like this one better, and that is the baseline reason why.
Yeah, and I 100% agree. Like, this is clearly not just a, printed photo in there. Like, this is, there's something creative with it. It's a little bit of a graphic design, I guess, but it's not the same thing as what we've been talking about. Like, I feel like they did a good job with fading the skyline into the background of this kit.
Right.
It's just trying to cut and paste it on top of it.
Exactly. So, this one, I'm just, I'll let you go first thoughts on this one and tell me what you think about it.
So, where's my clicker? There's my clicker. All right. I mean, I had to give the authenticity and design, I had to give it a 3. I'm not 100% sold onto this. Sorry, Adam's moving. Not 100% sold into this look, but like, I still don't think it's bad. It's kind of just there.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen other teams do something similar before. And it's not ugly, but I'm not like, yes, that. So it got a 3 from me. Authenticity and tradition, though, this one I had to give a 5. Like, it actually is their town, Carolina. And they're trying to represent it. So I was cool with it. Visual details and execution, I like this one a lot better too. I like how they have it as a more of a fade in the background type of situation than trying to make it the huge focal point. And it's hard to say that it's not the focal point. It's dead in the center of the jersey, but it's not feeling like they're like, look at this. It's just like, here's a nice kit with this lovely image.
Right.
So that's more of a 4. Innovation impact, I did give a 4. I might have been being nice. Looking at that one, might have been being nice on that one, because we've seen, stuff like this before. But I was being nice. I'm taking it back. I don't like it. I gave it a 2. I gave it a 2. It's the 3-5 from me.
You changed the score? Damn it! No, put it back. Put it back.
Yeah, I have to change all my images now too. That messes up everything.
Yeah, I had to go back and change out my other graphics. Damn it, Fox. All right.
I can't. Like, I don't know what I was doing. It was 2 weeks ago.
Fine. Keep it. All right, so you got 3.5 overall. We'll go with it. I'll make my life harder.
I made my life harder too, okay? I hope I'm happy.
Yeah, hope you are. All right, so it's a 3.38 now.
Yeah, so.
My goodness.
3.38.
So, let me go ahead and. All right, so 30 points.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so. All right, so for this kit for me, this Lilac City kit, the overall aesthetics is it's a simple purple kit. There isn't anything that's like too designy to me. That's going to draw me in like that groupie sunset kit. So it's a 3 there for me. I like the purple though. For its authenticity and tradition, it is its skyline. So for a lot of areas, a lot of cities, especially if you like talking about that city, skylines are one of the most important and biggest indicators and icons that your city has is that skyline. Regardless of what size it is, that skyline is yours. So throwing that in there into your design, fantastic. I love it. Phenomenal. Visual details institution. I think this lacks details. I did like that bridge part. I think it is right there in the middle, being white. It's a nice contrast, but it's a cute. But there isn't much details outside of that. So it's a solid 3 for me for details and execution. This is executed well, but the innovation impact I give it a 2. They put in the skyline. They did simplify it, but it's just an image at the bottom. Like, not an image. It's just a skyline, but basically at the bottom half of the kit. It's essentially a half and half kit with a skyline on top of the half and half. So super creative. So it's a 3.25 for me. With Boxers now 3.5. We did a 3.38 overall, and being retailed at a high $99, we did a kit value of a 34.09. If you want purple and you like purple, pick this up. If you like city kits, pick this up probably. But if you're not one of those, I suggest sale. That's kind of my vibe with this kit. Any final thoughts, Fox, before we move on to our fun giveaway?
Nah, it's a good kit. Zephyr fans are gonna like it. That's about it.
That's it. That's about it. So this has been the Spokane Zephyr Lilac City kit. So up next, we have, as I mentioned, a giveaway. And we're going to give away the Sioux Falls City's Pathways kit. Now, I don't have the thing set up to do the fun spinny wheel, but I did pull some names in here, and I will tell you who is the winner here in a second as I pull through it. So let me pull this up first. There we go. Okay, so where's it at? Yeah. Next. And our winner is perfect. So we have Frederick F. has been our winner for this Sioux Falls City FC kit, courtesy of our good friends at Sioux Falls. Here, I got it right here. I'm going to show y'all it. It's not fully picture away. So, Frederick, you have just won this Sioux Falls City FC kit, courtesy of our friends at Sioux Falls and our lovely interview.
Watching too, perfect. Richard with the comments said, "Awesome."
See, there you go, Frederick. I will get this sent out to you, and I'll be in contact here tomorrow. So, yeah, there we go. So
yes.
That has been our giveaway. And if you're interested about the design of this kit, please go back onto our Spotify and check out our interview with the lovely people at Sioux Falls and Taylor who helped design the kit. So that's our giveaway. And look out for more. I have some more added time outfitter stuff that I got to get rid of. I think Fox has some as well. And I have some Louisville stuff. So
any huge Dallas Burn fans?
Yeah, we got some stuff. We got some wristbands.
But you got Louisville stuff?
Yeah, I got some.
You're getting rid of that? You won that.
No. What am I going to do with a Louisville City scarf? No offense.
Love it.
Love it. Hey, I kept the Racing Louisville stuff because I don't have any beef with them. So, see, that's it of the interview.
There you go.
You're going to love it.
Then you can talk about to your friends like, oh, well, this is what this is about.
Exactly, while wearing your kits. So, awesome. So with that, we have some fun stuff to give away here in coming weeks. So please, please, please pay attention. So before we move on and end of the show here tonight, Fox, I think you're rocking a new kit here. What kit are you rocking tonight?
Yeah, good. Going on with my Man City shirts that I've been wearing for like the last 3 weeks or so.
It was like your birthday like a month ago or something.
Yeah.
It's like all these are coming in and you're wearing them once a week or something.
Exactly. Yeah, so I got a bunch of these, and they're all like long sleeves too, which make me happy.
Love it in long sleeves.
It's a lightning bolt kit. It's cool. I like it. And
it does look good.
It was on clearance on our they don't know we're friends, but our friends Classic Football Kits. That got unofficially sponsored, but maybe one day.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Well, I am also rocking the what?
Tag them in the comments.
Tag them in the comments. I'm also rocking a kit that you can also find on Classic Football Shirt that I did not get from them, but they are on there. This is the classic, now dead, Green Bay Voyagers kit. It is actually sponsored by our friend.
See?
I know, you got in my head of Classic Football Shirts. This is a fun Green Bay, almost inspired color kits. And it's a bit of a forestry. It's one of my favorites. I'm happy I picked this up before they fully died. Rip. And it's one of my favorites in my collection. It's a good, very good color palette.
If you were small, you can get their home kit for $34.
Meh.
Which is kind of expensive for a dead team. But
it is coming overseas though. So remember that.
I don't care.
Don't care. So anyway, so be on the lookout. We don't have many more episodes to the year. I think we have about 4 more episodes. Could be off by 1. We'll see if teams stop releasing kits. Could be even less. So that is all that we have. That is all what we have for y'all here tonight. We appreciate everyone's interactions here. And be on the lookout for more. And we will see y'all next week. Thank you. Have a great weekend.